going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Well, conventional football 1-0 walk-off return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. That's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And this won't be 2, 3rd and 1.
Ford on the stop.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 37. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Carson. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. And now a toss play. It's Carson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he's got this down to the 35. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
First down.
They run it with Carson. And a short gain down to about the 33. Calais Campbell on the stop.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first. He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options are wide open.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Carson, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson taking it in. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the block, the victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield, and how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
At the 23-yard line.
Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
An option handoff here to Dobbins. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. But it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up.
And now Jackson will look to throw it.
At the 40.
They'll get this into the hands of Huntley. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up
on 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the first down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach and probably his agent, too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
3-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Jackson from the shotgun. Dancing to his left. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. To throw again is Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So why go for that there? First half, you could have tied the game at 7. Why try to get the lead?
Feels like an analytics call, doesn't it? That's starting to really get into the game where they're studying where you can make extra points and the whole deal and, get an advantage. But I don't know that we have enough data yet to really say this is the right play or the wrong play. Maybe in 2 or 3 more NFL seasons.
Could change.
Exactly. 2 or 3 more NFL seasons, they will have a much better study and much better case of what we're going to do.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Wilson rolling to his right. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
And 10 yards to go.
Now it's Carson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up end. Oh, but he'll be stopped well short of the first down marker, and it's a turnover on downs. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Kickoff for Baltimore.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
Recovered by the Ravens.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
The tackle made.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup.
Well, I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
You don't like this. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback, 26 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. From the gun, Jackson. And that is caught for the 2 points. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option.
Straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Seahawks first down.
On first down, Carson. It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14.
And it's fourth down.
Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 10 yards away as the Ravens push further out in front. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. And that's why you had your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
First down, Seattle.
He lets it fly for Lockett. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle.
To Tyler Lockett.
Tyler Lockett, 30 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5.
By the Seahawks. They'll take over first down.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the interception, here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And he's got it. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down. That is caught.
We got plenty of fight, baby.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Seahawks a 2-point conversion away from tying the game. Rolling to his left. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th.
To kick off for Seattle.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
On the tackle.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And 12.
Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. Going deep here for Bryant. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
This time Jackson will throw it, eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. And you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. I thought he had the angle along that sideline. Didn't quite get there, though.
Didn't quite get there, but they did keep him from getting into the end zone. Now when you look down...
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Let's go! And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head.
Ravens 28, Seahawks 20.
Tucker down to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, Seahawks.
He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And to the tight end Olsen, right side. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On second down, it's Carson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. From the gun, it's Wilson. First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down.
13-yard line.
Throwing now is Jackson. Flush to his right. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's in for the touchdown, and barring a miracle, the extra point can win this football game.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right, just one more element to complete the victory. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Ravens take over first and 10 at their own.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But
and, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Yes, sir. Quick. Got that boy hurt.